Hi, I'm Susan and welcome to my channel today. Today I would like to share a bit more about myself and my background and I'm 54 years old, I'm married and I've got a beautiful son that's 25 years old. He's independent, living on his own. I live in the countryside, a small town, and for the past 2.5 years after living most of my life in cities. And I actually had a very busy career. I had a business for 21 years where I actually made and designed wedding dresses, and I just loved that industry. It was such a wonderful time in my life. I worked with the most amazing brides and it was just such a happy environment. And when my son was actually going to high school, then I decided I had to be a bit more present, and then I actually had an art career for 10 years. It was actually something that I could do on my own, where I was used to working with a big group of people, and that was also extremely fulfilling. I have always been very artistic since I was a child. There was periods where I was very lazy to work at school, but luckily that also changed when I went to high school. But I was always extremely creative. As I said, I actually never played with my dolls. I actually made clothes for them. Very interesting. But so I had a very busy career life, but about 11 years ago I actually ran into some health challenges myself, and that was where my journey started. That is one of the reasons why I'm actually sharing and starting a YouTube channel, because of my own health challenges and being a very inquisitive person, very curious person. I actually found the health industry extremely exciting but also very confusing after a few years, because there's so much information, there's very conflicting information. And what happened with me is that I would actually research, and then I would start on a specific diet and I would do it very diligently, and then I would learn something new, and then I would go this direction again with this diet, and I would do it for a while. And as I actually learned, I started eliminating a lot of bad foods from my diet and implementing great diets. But as I say, I did find it very confusing. I actually also ended up spending lots of money in this industry, and so that's why one of my biggest passions is to share this journey with people, what I've actually learned and where you can save money, because it doesn't have to be expensive. It's actually much cheaper to eat healthy, but the thing is, you need some guidance, and that's why I'm very passionate to share mistakes that I've also made, good things that I've learned, and also to share where I arrived today. Today I'm on a diet that I could call it rather way of life, because it's not a diet, it's not starvation or anything, and actually how I arrived at it, and actually also how I experienced it. And it's actually the cheapest way of living and eating that I've went through the past 11 years. So, and I can really say I feel the best that I've ever felt before for many years. As I said, I'm 54. I feel much better than what I felt in my 30s and 40s, a lot more energy. It doesn't mean that nothing can happen to you. The other day I heard someone explaining healthy living is like wearing a seatbelt. It doesn't mean that you can't end up in an accident, but it's definitely going to protect you when you do end up in an accident, and the probability of saving your life is actually very big. So on my channel I will definitely be sharing the diet that I'm following, how I came to the conclusion. I will actually be sharing lots of recipes, because it's all about the food. Quick recipes. I'm extremely busy. I like easy, simple, quick recipes. I like to batch cook or batch make, and I like to combine recipes. I think that's one of the biggest things that I loved, was buying recipe books and experimenting and see how I can make a lot of things even more simple and more healthy. So these will be the topics, and also for people how to implement, because I think that's one of the biggest challenges that I experience, and also that I think a lot of people experience is money, because they think there is a very expensive way to do it, and then there's a not so expensive way to do it. There's actually a very cheap way to do it. Is to show you that and to share easy recipes, because that's a very big challenge for people, because especially when you come from living unhealthy, you're used to buying all the things, prepared stuff, it's cut already, it's boxed already, you just take it, open it, put something on it, eat it, and now you suddenly have to make your own food, because that's actually the only way to really experience health, is that you actually have to get into the kitchen, get dirty, make your own food, and you can experience health through that. So that's what I will be sharing, is shortcuts. And then health is not just about what you eat, it's also how do you sleep, are you drinking enough water, are you exercising, are you enjoying life, what is your spiritual life looks like, did you conquer your traumas that you went through, because that's also very very important. You can eat the best food in your life, but if you are still experiencing anxiety on a daily basis, you're going to struggle to reach optimum health. So those will be the things that I will be sharing, from the good, the bad, and the ugly, as I say, that I actually went through myself. And maybe this can save you a lot of time, a lot of money, and it can also make your life easier for you. But yeah, it is basically the reason for this YouTube channel, is to share my passion, all the benefits that I'm experiencing, is that I'm just feeling, the older I'm getting, the better I'm actually feeling. It doesn't have to be the other way around, as the world is programming us, is that we have to program ourselves and we have to set us up for sickness. We can actually, as we get older, I actually feel younger, my skin is better, my energy is better, I'm stronger, I can actually work all day. That I don't think, I'm talking about physical work, because if you live in the countryside and you work in the garden, that's physical work. I actually also do my own cleaning. It's all things that I had to get used to after having someone that was always there to do it for me. And then in certain aspects in your life, you actually become lazy, like even you don't wash the dishes because you've got someone else that's going to do it for you. But now, so I will also be sharing things with the gardening, although I'm still learning. After many years, it seems like you're going to learn forever. But I'll share things that I do in the garden and in and around my house. So yeah, I hope this will be a very interesting channel for you to follow. If you think it's something that will interest you, please like and subscribe, and we hope to see you here. And feel to ask questions below in the comments, and maybe topics that you would like to know more about, and I would love to do it in the future. Have a wonderful, lovely day.